The pillar of U.S. President Joe Biden's domestic agenda has once again hit a roadblock. Top U.S. Democrats have abruptly postponed an expected House vote on the $1.85 trillion social and environment measure. Democratic leaders had hoped to see the House approve two measures on Friday and producing twin triumphs for President Joe Biden. But those plans were dashed after sending the plan known as Build Back Better to the upper chamber. The U.S. House of Representatives leaders aim to pass part of the package, that is a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, but Democrats were forced to postpone the social spending vote after a revolt by moderate lawmakers in their ranks. After hours of talks, a half dozen moderates insisted they would vote against the sprawling social and climate bill. That was unless the non-partisan Congressional Budget Office first provided its cost estimate for the measure. Democratic leaders have said they would take days or even more to sort this issue out.
We have waited a while. We had hoped to pass it sooner, but we can't wait too much later for the legislation. I do believe that there are a large number of members of the Progressive Caucus who will vote for the bill.
I am absolutely convinced beyond a doubt that before Thanksgiving, the week of the 15th, we will pass the Build Back Better legislation. All members of our caucus have indicated they're for BIF. Almost every member has indicated, and I believe we will have an overwhelming Democratic vote and pass, on our side of the aisle, the Build Back Better legislation.
The Democratic Party has tried for weeks to find middle ground on its massive package of health, education, family and climate change initiatives. That's been hard, in parts because Democrats' slender majority means they need the support of every Senate Democrat. Also, they can have no more than 3 defectors in the House. The House leaders have also been struggling to balance demands from progressives and moderates. While in a bid to hand Biden a needed victory, House leaders still prepared to try pushing an accompanying $1 trillion package. But even that popular bill's fate remains in doubt. Progressives threatened to vote against the bill with road and other infrastructure projects. Progressives demanded that the two measures be voted together. This is to pressure moderates to support the larger, more expansive social measure. WION correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York.
Events unfolding on Friday on Capitol Hill have been nothing short of being dramatic after being forced to put the Build Back Better plan, the massive social spending bill, on the back burner for now. Democrats in the House decided to go ahead and bring up the infrastructure bill to vote on Friday, basically abandoning an arrangement with progressive Democrats to vote on the infrastructure bill and the social spending bill together. This announcement by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi caught off guard the progressive Democrats and prompted them to threaten not to vote on the infrastructure bill. And then that prompted U.S. President Joe Biden to get involved later on Friday evening, making calls personally to progressive Democrats in hope of pursuing them to sign the bill. However, to no avail. As many as 20 progressive Democrats have threatened to vote against the infrastructure bill if it reaches the floor. As for now, a central part of President Biden's agenda once again is in limbo, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi once again feels defeated for another week. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.